You're watching Cheery TV.
Man, I gotta give it an S. Okay, next up we have, let's see here. Howdy everybody, and welcome to ads. And by ads, I mean Rankable. We are back. I can close as many of these as I want, but they're just gonna kind of keep popping up. So, not much I can really do about it, sorry. Either way, we are here doing some fun ranking stuff. We're ranking what I want, when I want, and I want to do that right now, and I want to do that with the NFL teams. There we go, there's that. Hope you're happy. This is a very subjective review. I'm not doing this based off of much of anything other than personal experience and minor knowledge that I have of the NFL football games. I don't know much about them. You're about to find that out. But there's 32 freaking teams here. There should be, however, one more. But they don't seem to recognize the silly fools. Unfortunately, despite their killer, dominating performances the last 3 years, coming on 4, it's just insane that they're not here. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, and we're just gonna deal with it. We'll play by their rules for now. Because this is basically the Silly Fools competition tier list. See which ones I think could maybe even try to beat them out. At least in my heart. Not in the game. The game, the Silly Fools are going to win every time. But I don't know, honestly, which one of these teams I like the most. I have some ideas, but I don't have the entire list in my head. So let's just start from the top here. We got the Arizona Cardinals. I used to like the Cardinals. I used to be very biased towards the bird ones because I like birds. I still like birds, but I don't really like the bird teams anymore. At least not as much as I did. We'll go C for Card. No, that's a little... No, that's fair. When's the last time anyone's even cared about the Cardinals? Like, do people still care about that team? It's one of those where I just don't think people... it exists anymore. I gotta be honest. And the Falcons, after that one Super Bowl, and you know which one I'm talking about, Atlanta fans. Yeah, they fell off, arguably worse than the Falcons Cardinals. No, I think the Falcons it's a better logo. It's definitely a better logo, for sure. So I do dig that a little bit more. Just generally the team is a little on the silly side. I think I did this actually, now that I think about it. I remember I ranked the logos, or I did it was like a what the hell do you call it when you fight stuff together? A bracket? It was like a bracket showdown on a Tate Night Talk show where I believe the Bengals logo, was the best. It's either that or the Dolphins. I do still kind of agree with my take. I do think those are some of the best ones. We're not just basing it off of logo here today. As you'll see here, because I think the Ravens are arguably better than the Falcons. Not logo-wise, but just because I like the color and I like the name more. Ravens, also it's Baltimore, but also, honestly, this bird's kind of fucking creepy, I gotta be honest. Like, he's better looking than this guy. This guy's literally just a cardinal. At least they had the audacity to put the B, so you know it's at least from a city that starts with a B. Not many of these... It's easy to tell where they're from, which is fine. I love a logo that doesn't just outright say words on it. Like flags, I don't like the California flag. Why does it say California on it? Who asked for that? Just make it a cool flag. And most of these logos are just cool logos, and I respect it. Then you have the freaking Jets. What's wrong with you? But let's just go back up. We got the Bills, the Buffalo Bills. The one thing I know about the Bills is that they're getting better, I think. And the other thing that I know, the other one I thought, this one I know, they were back-to-back Super Bowl failures. So, they had their shot in the spotlight, and they tanked it. Quite like the Falcons. But I dig them. They remind me of Red Bull, which I don't drink, but I think is a cool thing to think about. The Carolina Panthers. There was actually, during the Super Bowl, I think was it them? It was them and the Broncos, I believe. And me and my cousin, we were at our home before the Super Bowl, excited to watch it, because we liked watching the Super Bowl. And we wanted the Panthers to win. And we were playing Terraria and we were playing Terraria, and we started like making a bunch of like the stone statues of the letters, and we put like "Go Panthers" and like shit like that. We weren't that young. We were just kind of stupid. But I do like the Panthers. I think the Panthers might go in the S for me because I enjoy the logo. Cam Newton was a guy who played for the Panthers, who I hope isn't terrible now as a person. But I remember my mom being really excited about him, so I was also kind of excited about him. The Panthers are just cool, and they had a chance at taking down the Broncos, which I don't really care about at all, but they obviously got destroyed, which is, what are you gonna do? Yeah, the Panthers, it's a good, look at that logo, that screams, we're playing football today. This is the letter C, but also, what the hell? These are the Bears, right? These are the Bears? What happened to the other logo with the actual bear? I remember that being a logo. Where'd that go? Either way, they're both bad. And honestly, I don't think anyone's... I think of this as a baseball team. Which I don't even know if the Chicago Bears are a baseball team. But if they aren't, they should take the football guys and put them to play baseball. Because they're probably going to do better there. Same with the Browns. And I'm going to go no further there because we're just going to go straight to Cincinnati Bengals, which, again, the logo's great. Recently, they've had a couple of good years, mostly bad years, but they've been trying their best. They're right up there with I'd say they're above the Bills for me. They're pretty close, though. Dallas Cowboys, personally, them and the Colts as a kid, they were like some of my favorites just because I liked the logos. I like the star. I like the horseshoe. I dig it. I like it. It's going to go like up in A. It's going to go up in A. It's going to go beyond the Bills, I think. But no, not past it. No, actually behind the Bills. I don't know anything about the Cowboys other than I used to like them. That's literally the only thing I know about the Cowboys is that I used to just like them because they were called the Cowboys. Which is, hey, pretty good name, pretty solid, basic logo. Could be cooler. But it's like, it's Cowboys. They're not made to be cooler. The Broncos. Yeah, I don't care about the Broncos. Like, these guys, I don't care about them in, they're just non-existent in the state of the world. The Broncos, I don't like them. I don't know what it is. Their horse logo reminds me of cars. And also, it's kind of creepy. And, they fucked up my Panthers, so I'll never forgive them for that. Yeah, they're just gonna... They might be my least favorite team of the NFL, I gotta be honest. I don't know who else takes contention at the moment. So we're gonna keep going, though. The Lions, every time the Lions do good, I root for them because they suck. I think the last couple of years, they've really shown their stuff. So I'm gonna put them, they're, up there with the Bengals for me. Because it's, maybe even more so, because I did like the Lions a lot, and I still kind of do. Whenever the Bengals are doing good, I'm like, yeah, hopefully they do something. Whenever the Lions do good, I'm like, let's fucking go! Detroit finally pulling off something, and I root for them. So hopefully they do pretty good. I remember the Bengals. One time I thought I liked the Bengals a lot because it was one year, I don't remember what year it was, but the first 4 games of the series, they were the only team that was 4-0, and then I was like, that's my team. Because I was a kid and I didn't know what I was supposed to like. So those guys are winning, and I like their logo. Let's make them. Let's see them win. And they fucking sucked the whole rest of that year. The Packers, my first ever actual team that I rooted for and enjoyed and rooted for multiple years. I still root for the Packers. I think the Packers, color-wise, great team. Player-wise, they've had some great guys. They were good. They're okay, too good now. They used to be the best of the best, but now they're they're wild cards, but high up there wild cards. They almost always get into the playoffs, but they almost always lose immediately into the playoffs, which is kind of funny. It's kind of funny. So they're my G's, they're my homies. I love them. I used to have a it wasn't Aaron Rodgers plaque. My mom just gave it to me, a plaque of Aaron Rodgers and his achievements and shit. And it was cool. And I was like, fuck yeah. This guy's great. I love it. Also, wasn't the quarterback on the Colts Andrew Luck or something? I remember just that being a thing, and then I liked them even more because it was so thematic. It was so perfect. This is the Texans. It's the Houston Texans. They're one of the newer, if not the newest team, right? So good for them. I always like their logo. I think it's pretty good. But also, it kind of reminds me of basketball now that I look at it, so I don't know if it can match up. But we'll put it like top of B. I respect the Texans. I don't actually respect... I don't respect the Falcons. Sorry, pals. You guys really blew it. The Colts, though, Colts are going in A. Colts are going, like, up there. Maybe down there. Yeah, that's fair. All the Blues. Blues stick together. Well, I can spell the word bug. Bug. Wug. Cug. Okay, that's it. That was the joke. Okay, let's keep going. The Jaguars. These poor bastards have not made... this might be the newest team, actually. And yeah, they just suck. Where are they from? The Louisville Jaguars? Jacksonville Jaguars, of course. Yeah, I always rooted for them. They're another team that I like because they were a cool cat, and I always liked jaguars and cheetahs. They're some of my favorite animals as a kid, and I liked them. I still do to this day. They're more than the Bengals. Like if I'm rooting, I'm kind of basing this in my head now off of a who am I rooting for team. Like if people were fighting, like teams were going up against each other, who am I rooting for? That's kind of how I'm imagining this list right now. And the Chiefs, I don't fucking root for the Chiefs. I respect the Chiefs for what they are, but I don't care about them anymore. They had like 3 insane runs, and it's kind of like the Patriots to me, where you do so good, I just don't fucking care anymore, and I just root for the other guys instinctively. So just, yeah, but I would root for them over these guys because I hate this one, and these two are just, come on, no one's gonna fucking win that. And I don't really care if they win or not either. The Chargers, I think the Chargers are kind of picking up some slack, right? I think. They're like a B tier team. They're one of the teams that I kind of forget exists. Them and the Cardinals, I kind of forget a lot about their existence. But I always do like the Chargers. I respected them. I thought they were a pretty cool team. Above Buffalo, actually. Not Buffalo. Above the Baltimore. I respect a good lightning bolt. The Los Angeles Rams, after ruining their logo, it doesn't look bad. But I like the other one more because it was an actual ram. Do they have 2 fucking teams? Or are these not? Are they in like San Francisco now or something? Well, they had the 49ers. Yeah, they're the 4. Where the hell are they? Which one? Are they both LA? They used to be the LA Chargers. Who the fuck are they now? This is definitely the LA Rams. Who's got the Chargers? I have to look this up. NFL Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers. Are you serious? They have 2 teams? Oh, it's the St. Louis Rams? No, it used to be the St. Louis. Now they're the Los Angeles Rams. They have 2 freaking teams. They're playing games, right? Oh, it's the preseason. I almost shit my pants. I thought that they were already playing games, and I was missing out. Okay, well, yeah, the Chargers are doing pretty good, but they're both freaking LA. Why does LA have 2 teams? That just seems kind of unfair. Like, at least if California had, they already have all the way to freaking San Francisco. Why does Los Angeles then have 2 teams? What happened to St. Louis? Northern Lion, go away. You're not here for me right now. Okay, let's just go to, are they still the New Oakland Raiders? Are they the New Oakland Raiders? Or are they the Los Angeles Raiders? NFL Raiders. They're the Las Vegas Raiders now? What is happening? But my whole worldview is being shifted. Okay, well, they're Vegas. I didn't hate the Raiders, but I don't care about the Raiders at all. It's like they're just a team that I don't care about in the slightest. It's one of those teams that I feel like should have already like died. Like if there is a team out of any of these teams that if I expected to be the first team to like, we are stepping back from the NFL. Goodbye, guys. It's been a good run. I'd say the Raiders because they already kind of look like a team that was from like the 1830s and should be on its last legs. And I think it still is. I doubt they're doing good. They're going 0-0-1. Yeah, so I mean, solid. Very, very solid. Oh, they're going with the Patriots in the first week or something, which is kind of funny. Patriots, as far as I'm concerned, they just kind of like suck now. I could be wrong. Oh, they're playing the Vikings and they're winning. Oh, Poor Vikings. I like the Vikings. The Dolphins, I love the Dolphins. However, I will be bumping, I'm bumping them down one because I had a teacher in the 6th grade who also loved the Dolphins, and he was an asshole, and I hated him, and he was a piece of garbage, and he was the worst piece of shit ever, and I don't disrespect him, I just hate him. So, points off for making me think about him every single time. But good logo, good team, good stuff. I always like the Dolphins. I root for the Dolphins almost consistently. They're awesome. Almost as much as the Vikings. I love the Vikings. The Vikings are cool. Vikings are suave. The Vikings are purple. I love a good purple. A purple nurple. They're awesome. I don't always put them above the Panthers at this point because I just maybe even contention for like best with the Packers, because if these two are playing, I'm rooting for these two teams, like especially. If I had to choose, I'd probably still say the Packers I'd be rooting for. But I'm always rooting for the Vikings. They deserve success. They've almost had it so many times and they've yet to have it, and I'm disappointed. For them, not in them. I just want them to succeed. Is that so wrong? The Patriots. You know, my mom was a Patriots fan. So I'm inherently biased to at least enjoy the Patriots. But I would rather have any of the teams in A or S beat them, and I'd be very happy and satisfied with that. Everyone else, you know, they can lose. I don't care. The Saints, in my opinion, up there with the Raiders, but a better logo and a better team. The Saints are New Orleans Saints, and if they change that, they deserve to die. They're better, I'd say top of C. It's another one of those teams that definitely, like, they seem like you're talking about ancient history when you talk about them. And that's okay. The New York Giants, they should be history. Like, they have two teams also, but one of them's state and one of them's, like, city, right? Like, I think New York Jets are the New York State Jets, right? New York NFL teams. They're 1-0 both right now, which is pretty cool. The two of them are in the New York metropolitan area. Oh, they're both in the metropolitan area. What the hell do I know them? Two teams in the New York metropolitan. Yeah, one of them is based in New York State. Yeah, New York Giants. They don't. Well, but they're not telling me. One is based in New Jersey. Which one? The New York Jets. Both play. Both of those play now. The state of New York has one NFL team, the Buffalo Bills. Oh, New York has 3 teams? Where do I think Buffalo was from? I have no idea. There's a map here. This is fantastic. Oh, this is a New York sports team's map. Which one of these bastards lives in New Jersey? Which one of them is stationed in New Jersey? I'll kill them. It doesn't even show me. How useless. They're also both not even in the city. None of them are in the city. The Mets are in it, so are the Yankees. Let's go Mets. Love the Mets. I can't believe this. Oh, here we go. The Giants are East Rutherford, They're both in New Jersey. They're dead to me. They are actually dead to me. I have discovered information that has made... I was gonna say, I remember there was one time in middle school where there was like a shouting competition going on outside the cafeteria, a bunch of kids and our guidance counselor, because most of them were like, I think the Giants and the Jets were playing a game that weekend, and they were like, who's gonna win? And most of the kids were screaming like, the Giants. And then the guidance counselor going, Jets, and like one other student, and I joined them on the Jets side, because I didn't care for the kids, and I kind of liked the Jets more, I gotta be honest. But now the guidance counselor's dead to me, and so is both of these teams, because they're from New Jersey. And so is the New Jersey Titans, but they're not even in New York. They don't even claim to be New York teams, so why does that even matter? They're dead to me. Fantastic. Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, I don't want to root for them. Honestly, I just don't want to. Like, they're a team that are good. And if I tell the people around here that I live that I don't care for them all that much, they might actually kill me. but I'm never really rooting for them. I'd rather root for the Patriots, I gotta be honest with you. No offense to those who love the Eagles. They're a good team, they're a strong team, family team. It's not, I don't care. The Steelers. This is gonna make people mad. I like Steelers way more than I like the fucking Eagles. Just name-wise, colors-wise, logo-wise, the Steelers takes it all. The winner takes it all. But again, it also suffers kind of from the... Where is it? I actually lost it. Where's the car one? The Broncos. Suffers from the Broncos disease, where it looks like it's like a car logo more than anything else. But honestly, I do dig the Steelers. I dig them quite a bit. The Seahawks. When the Seahawks kicked the Broncos' ass, I almost turned into a Seahawks fan. Watching the absolute shit that went down. Oh, no. And then the next year, it was the Patriots versus the Seahawks, and the Seahawks were losing. Right at the end of the game, they almost won, but then the Patriots they intercepted the ball, and the Seahawks went ape shit. You remember that? They ran into them, started kicking the shit out of them. They were like breaking kneecaps and shit. It was awesome. It was honestly the most intense, cool shit of NFL history, quite frankly. And that game lives in infamy in my head. And the Patriots won. Seahawks, it was a sad defeat, but it was very funny. It was very, very, yeah, because they were like a yard away from getting a touchdown. And they threw the ball, and someone, I don't remember who, but someone on the defense on New England's side caught the ball and fucking boomed it. And then they turned over, and there wasn't enough time, so they just opted to just run at them and start punching them in the face. It was awesome. The San Francisco 49ers, another team I don't really root for, but, you know. Actually, no, there's no soft spot for them in my heart at all, honestly. They're just kind of the whatevers. The Buccaneers, I like the name, I like the logo. I don't really care at all about them as a team. They're going to go like top of C, I think. I should like them more than I do, but I just don't. The Tennessee Titans. Another basketball game. More basketball. I don't care about the Titans. I was going to put it above the Raiders, but I guess they don't deserve it. And then Washington. When they were the Redskins, I'm not going to lie. Kind of cool logo. Kind of nice logo. Kind of nice team. Now they're just Washington State football players or what the fuck? Or the Commanders now. They're the Commanders. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like them. I don't care. Not to say I only liked them because they had a Native American man on their helmet, but like that was kind of a nice. It was cool looking. It's a cool logo. They heard of that like years ago, didn't they? NFL Red Skins, and they show me the Commanders. Mounting pressure in 2022. Yeah. Oh, they became the Washington football team. Fantastic. Yeah, so in 2020 they removed the Washington Redskins, which is like fair, I guess. But like I liked them. I liked them. I thought they were cool. However they want to do it. So this is my list here basically. So any of these teams in A and S I'll actually root for. B I will root for if they are fighting against a C or a D team. And C and D are basically just like, what the hell are they doing? You know, I don't care. But like, I do think this is all accurate. Actually, no. Yeah, I would rather. I'm trying to do like the who am I rooting for? I'm somehow rooting for the Giants. I'm rooting. No, they're New Jersey. I don't root for the Giants anymore. The Broncos. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'll give them some credit. I do like the Browns a bit more than I like the Bears. You know, yeah. I just have a soft spot for them because they're so bad, but they're just too bad to actually care for. Cardinals, yeah. This is honestly pretty stacked. I think we'll do that. I've got this kind of down to a science here. Yeah, this is a science, and I'm locking it in. So this is my official NFL team ranking, based off of mainly 1, how much I like the team. 2, how much I would root for the team in comparison to the others, like if they were on like a one-on-one who I want to win. And 3, how much I think they'd kick the silly fool's ass, which is ultimately like, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10. The Packers have the chance. The Packers could maybe beat them. The Vikings tried, and they got pretty dang close. but they fumbled a bit. But hey, either way, let's see how the rest of the world views these football teams, shall we? The Bills in the lead, and the Chiefs and the Eagles. Okay, yeah. All right, Eagles, 2 players be damned, and obviously, yes, no one likes the Patriots. No one likes the Giants. The Jets got out of D, which is kind of surprising. I wouldn't have expected this. Quite honestly, I have absolutely no way of putting this into a perspective because I don't know anything about football teams. I know the game. I know how the game's played. I know the teams. I know where they're from. That's as far as it goes. And apparently, I didn't even know where half of them came from anyway. So, here's their list. And here's mine, which is correct. So thank you all for tuning in to Rankable. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye now, y'all.